again, like I said, if I was that company, I'd be kind of embarrassed that you let your product, your machines, your brand, who you are, you let those leave your warehouse or your machine shop, and they come to your customers, and this is what we get. What's up, guys? It's a so-so video. Just real quick, frustration has been building a little bit because I haven't been able to ride this damn thing as much as I want to, and I feel like I'm working on it more than I want to get it to respond the correct way that it should be on. I'm still having issues with the transmission. Basically the gearing is not responding the way it should. The gear position sensor works when it wants to, and then it doesn't when it doesn't want to, and the quick shifter is now operating when it wants to, and when it doesn't want to, it'll just completely just disable and you're not able to use it. When you're shifting in the 5th to 6th gear, won't allow you to go into 6 sometimes, and when you're downshifting manually, coming back from 5th, then it'll just drop into neutral, or it'll show you're in 3rd gear when you're in 4th, and so on and so on. It's just a lot of headaches. The other thing is, down there, this stupid servo motor thing is still bothering me. Still have that engine light on because of that, I believe, and the error for the servo error, basically. But these issues are getting old, especially for a motorcycle that costs 20 grand plus. Like, if this was an 11 grand bike or something like that, I'd take it for what it is. But because I've had bikes that are around that price bracket, there should be no excuse for this. And then so now I'm looking through the forums for this particular motorcycle, an Agusta, sorry, and there are the same issues that I'm having now. People were talking about, they were talking about back in 2013, 2012. We're in 2023 and they still haven't fixed these issues, obviously. So I don't want to say I regret my purchase, but I'm starting to feel that way. I've already had to replace faulty wiring, so my headlight would work properly. They fixed that, but now it's like, it seems like I'm gonna have to call them and figure out if I need another sensor or another quick shifter or all together so this works properly. And this is right after doing the first service, so not too happy about it. Again, like I said, if I was that company, I'd be kind of embarrassed that you let your product, your machines, your brand, who you are, you let those leave your warehouse or your machine shop, and they come to your customers, and this is what we get. They look great. They look amazing. You can see I already started all my modifications and everything. But when you get outside of the aura of looking at what they look like, and you want to hop on and you want to start taking off the ride, most motorcyclists really care about how the machine operates. And if you're most motorcyclists, you'd be pretty disappointed, as I am. Hopefully I'll be able to fix these issues, but that was my little vent about it. Yeah. I think I might have figured out what was going on, and it would have to do with that guy right there, I think. The shift arm, or the shaft arm, in orientation with the shift rod and the gear lever, the shifter itself. So it might have been out of alignment, and that's why it was having trouble shifting into sixth gear, which could have ultimately caused the gear positioning sensor error. So maybe it was doing its job correctly, as these bikes are pretty finicky when you touch anything, as I'm finding out. The other thing is, I don't have too much information to go off of because there's really no information. So there's no tutorials, there's no real manual out, which is ridiculous. I have been in contact with Agusta about that, because how the hell are you supposed to work on your bike? If any, just without a manual, and if anybody should have a service manual, it should be them, because they have limited support everywhere. So you should be handing those out to all your customers regardless. Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me, but that's another boneheaded thing they do. Anyways, so I adjusted this a little bit, and if you can look, like, you have these notches here. So the last time when I put it back on, I believe I was like a notch down. So that might have put it to where when you engage it and you see it move, it might not have been enough to actually shift the lever into sixth gear. And that's what was causing the fault. It was probably like early error. That was probably what was right in the middle of that. So I'll have to test and figure out if that is what it was, because I'm still not sure, and everything is a guesstimate at this point. Bike was working fine before I took everything off. I would not even touch it if I didn't have to, but as you can see, to change your sprocket and all that, and your chain and all that, this whole cover has to come off, which means you have to take this piece off, and then you unbolt all that, and then this slides off. So this definitely can't be in the front of that. So that's how that all started in the beginning of that. But I'm hoping this is what the issue was, and it'll get solved, and I won't have this weird gear positioning sensor issue anymore. The servo down there, I'm still not I'm thinking it's gonna have to be reset by either Agusta or when I go get the bike flash, because that error does not go off the screen. It's annoying, but I just hide it now and just keep rolling. But we'll do some testing and see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.